Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about isometric drawing. How to draw isometric drawing for this given question. So the given question is pentagonal prism. Base is 35 mm and height is 70 mm. So how to draw the true shape for that condition? Base is parallel to VP. For the section plane condition, section plane inclined 45 degree to HP and 50 mm above the base. So first you draw the XY reference line. As per this condition, when you draw the pentagon prism in top view, base is parallel to VP. Also the base dimension is 35. Then you mention the AA1 long edges, BB1 long edges, CC1 long edges, DD1 long edges, EE1 long edges. Also find the center point for this top view. And project the center point up to reference line, A1 longer edges up to reference line, E1 longer edges up to reference line, BB1 longer edges and solid axis both are projected in same position, DD1 longer edges, CC1 longer edges. Now this ABCD is top corner. A1, B1, C1, D1, E1 is base corner. So in top view, observer point of view, top corner only visible, A, B, C, D. Base corner, that is a invisible. You see, this is a top corner, this is a base corner. Observer point of view, this A, B, C, D, E only visible. What about this base corner, A1, B1, C1, D1, E1? In observer point of view, base corner is invisible, so that the base corner, all base corner are mentioned inside the brackets. Now we draw the pentagonal prism front view. So many students forget to draw the in the reference line. So reference line also you draw the base edges. Then if you see from here, A1 longer edge is visible, BB1 longer edge is visible, CC1 longer edges visible. So if you see from here, the DD1 longer edges and E1 longer edges is invisible. So A1 longer edges already drawn, A dash, A1 dash, so B dash, B1 dash, this C dash, C1 dash. Now this DD1 longer edges, E1 longer edges is invisible. D dash inside the bracket, D1 dash inside the bracket. Next is here E1 long edges, E dash inside the bracket, E1 dash inside the bracket. Now we satisfy the section plane condition. So section plane is 50 mm above HP. So this is a 50 mm, this is a, this is 50 and this is 50 mm. This is 60 mm. Now as per the given condition, section plane is 50 mm above the base and 45 degree to the HP. So this is a 45 degree. So throughout the object you draw the continuous line, then smaller line, then larger line, smaller line, then larger line. Now where is the first section point? The first section point on the A1 long edges. The second section point on the BB1 long edges. The third section point, you project the points here. The third section point projected on the base edges. So here you get one section point, here you get one section point. So this is a third section point, fourth section point, fifth section point on these DD1 long edges. Then next sixth section point on the E1 long edges. So section point 3, 4, 5, 6. So sectioned objects. If you want to find out the section object means in top view 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in between these 6 section points, you may do the hatching process. 45 degree line, 4 to 5 mm space parallel line, you do the hatching process. Now very important thing is here. Very important thing is here. Listen here. This is here. In isometric projections and planes, if you draw these top view, you mention the capital ABCD. ABCD, this is a reference only. So where is a section lower point? You consider that points only. This is a capital A. For 30 degree, you draw the line. For 30 degree, you draw the line. A to B, you measure the dimensions from here, then A to B. Similarly, A to D, you mark the dimensions here. This is a B, D point. For this, so for this line, parallelly draw the line. Similarly, for this AD point, you parallelly draw this line. Similarly, what is the height here? 60 mm of the object. So this is a C point. From the D point 60 mm, from the A point 60 mm, from the B point 60 mm, from the C point also 60 mm. Yeah, listen here. Now you mark the points. A1 base point. A1 point available in between A to D. You measure from capital A to A1. This is A1. Similarly, you project the point. Then you get the C1. B1 point is midpoint for this AB. Then you mark 6 point from the D point. Where is the C5 and 6 point? That is available on the CD sides. So C to 5, you mark here C to 5. Similarly, the same dimensions you mark here. This is here A1, B1, C1, D1, E1. Similarly, you mark the points on top corner. A1, A point, midpoint here, B point, D1, E1, D point, E point. So A to B, A1 to B1, B1 to C1, C1 to D1, D1 to E1, and E1 to A1. Similarly, in top corner, A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A. Now A to A1 longer edges, B to B1 longer edges, C to C1 longer edges, D to D1 longer edges, and E to E1 longer edges. So where is the first section point? The first section point on the AA1 longer edges. Where is the first section point? AA1 on the longer edges. Section point 1. Where is the second section point? Second section point on the top edges, BB1. Second section point. Where is the third section point? Third section point on C to B. C to B, you transfer the notations C and fourth section point. Where is the fifth section point? Fifth section point on the DD1 longer edges. Fifth section point. Sixth section point, that is available on E1 longer edges. But if you want to find out the height, means from the top corner you mark it, then you transfer here. This is the sixth section point. Now students, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and 6 to 1. Now 1 to A1 longer edges, 2 to B1 longer edges, 3 to C1, 4 to C1. Now C1 to C longer edges, then 6 to E1 longer edges. Now we complete the base edges. E1 to A1, A1 to B1, B1 to C1. Remaining base edges, that is invisible, so no need to represent. So in top edges, 3 to C, C to 4, again 4 to 3 only available in the top edges. Remaining portions are sectioned object. So sectioned objects you represent with the help of hatching process. 45-degree line, 4 to 5 mm space, you draw the parallel line with the help of mini drafter. Thank you all students.